Hello!
Hi!
I'm Toby Marlowe.
I'm Lucy Moss, and we wrote the Cunts original musical a couple of years ago called Six, which is now on in London.
And we're here to tell you that you should 100% definitely apply to do
it.
the original musical for the Edinburgh Fringe. So our experience of applying, I think we were both kind of nervous about it and a bit like, oh, should we really do this? Because we didn't apply together. I applied then we ended up doing it together. But I was a bit like, oh, should I apply? I haven't written a musical before. I've only written like songs before for like shows and stuff. Could I do like a whole thing? And I was like, do you know what? You got to apply because I know that Cumps would support me through it, and might as well.
Yeah, and then Toby asked me to write it with him, and I'd literally never written anything before ever. So obviously I was like, but actually I'm so glad that I did because it was the most amazing experience, and it was just such an invaluable opportunity that you just don't get anywhere else. So yeah, doing it was just like so fun. We had the most amazing time collaborating with such a fun group of people, and also it's just so cool to be able to like build something from scratch as a group, and that's the kind of thing that you don't really get outside of the university bubble. Like obviously funding for shows in Cambridge is so brilliant that you kind of get used to it when you're there, but like now that we've left, it's like really dawned on us just how much of an incredible opportunity it is to have like a group like fund you to go to Edinburgh and like write a show and create your own stuff, because that's so rare.
And just like any kind of show you want to do with a completely blank canvas, it's really cool. And if you're nervous about finding the time to write it, don't be, because you definitely will. For like
yeah,
it's kind of the vibe at Cambridge. There's always time to do stuff if there's a deadline approaching. And what to think about when you're coming up with ideas. We'd say that the main thing is that make sure that you're writing something that you really care about, and write the show that you would want to go to the Edinburgh Fringe to see, as opposed to writing what you think would be really good. Because if you are enjoying writing it, then people will enjoy watching it. Or if no one else does, then at least you'll enjoy it. At least one person will.
And then the other thing is, what we kind of thought about, and might be helpful as well, is using a subject matter that's already kind of famous or well-known, or a story that's well-known in some way, in order to bring people in Edinburgh, because obviously the fringe market is just like so saturated. But kind of doing that in a fun and interesting new way. Yeah,
like I remember when I was applying, like looking at the musicals that I really liked and why it is that they're really cool. And so like Wicked is like, it's a well-known Wizard of Oz, but done in a funny, cool backstory way. And then Cats, a good well-known collection of poetry, but then like it's like people in lycra dancing. And so it's like finding something that will draw people in, and then doing your own spin on it is something that we'd recommend.
But yeah.